Hi guys, welcome back to our Real Life Creations and part 2 of Grieving the Child I Never Knew. So I am not going to do many introductions. If you've not seen the first video, it explains my miscarriage story and also what I'm doing with the book. So I will try and link it to this. I've never linked a video before. So I will try and put the link in this video for you guys in case you haven't seen it. But I am just going to head and jump right in. And this is part 2 of the book, which is devotion 2 as well. And like I said in the last video, I'm sorry I'm breathy and nervous. I'm just giving you guys my heart in these videos. There's some things in these books I've not even shared with the closest people to me. So excuse me if I seem really nervous in this. And my phone's making crazy noises. My computer, not my phone. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Journey to the hiding place. You are my hiding place. You will protect me from trouble and surround me with songs of deliverance. Psalms 32:7. Sirens blare, the sky darkens, trees rocks frantically back and forth. I think I should mess that up. Trees rock frantically back and forth. The wind whirls violently. A funnel-shaped cloud descends. I am so sorry, you guys. I'm going to start over. I feel like crying right now. I started this book a couple months ago. And when I did my first 12 chapters, it was very hard for me not to sit there and just cry through them. And I'm feeling a little bit of those motions right now. So I'm sorry. I'm fighting tears and trying to make it through this for you guys, because even if one person watches this video and it gives them a little bit of healing when they're grieving their babies or anyone they've lost, it's worth it. So I'm gonna start over and try and gather my words and fight back these tears. So I'm going to start over now. Sirens blare, the sky darkens, trees rock frantically back and forth. The wind whirls violently. A funnel-shaped cloud descends. All are warning signs that a tornado is coming, and you better head for cover. A tornado is a common occurrence in some parts of the United States. Its destructive winds has been known to demolish anything in its path, livestock, entire towns, and countless lives. While growing up in Missouri, I lived on one of the safest places to be when a tornado hits in the basement. This below ground level room is placed where I weathered many storms and a few tornadoes. Whenever I secured down the stairs to my hiding place, I felt safe. I had everything I needed: food, water, bedding, flashlights, a radio, and television, and games. Sometimes I even forgot about the storm because I couldn't see it or hear it. Hidden below ground, unable to see or hear the storm, I could feel disconnected for minutes or hours. Only after the storm had passed and I ascended the stairs did I have to face the truth. On more than one occasion. What a shock it was to face reality. Broken tree limbs and debris blanketed our lawn, a pathway through town of uprooted trees and damaged power lines was a vivid reminder of the twister. At times in your grief journey, you may detect that a storm is coming. You may sense sirens blaring in your soul. Your mood darkens or you feel frantic. Emotions whirl violently as the reality of your loss starts to descend upon you. It's time to head for cover to the basement. You exclaim. You find yourself below the surface of reality, hiding from it. Your basement. Maybe actively exercise or work. Maybe you hide by eating or curling up with a book. Your basement may look different from mine, but each of us has one. A place to hide when you don't have to face the questions, doubts, fears, and guilt. There are no people to respond to. Pages are thick. Or excuses to make. Disconnected from reality, you may even forget about the storm of your loss, but the pain of your loss hasn't gone away. With time, you must realize that you cannot live in the basement forever. When you finally ascend to face reality, you may be surprised to discover shattered dreams, a broken heart, emotional debris, uprooted expectations, and damaged relationships. But you will also find a peace in knowing that the storm has passed. Sure, you may have a lot of cleanup work to do, but there's unlimited eternal aid available. God will help you face the truth and will work with you to repair the damages you can feel. You can feel safe in His presence and in His Word. He wants to be the one to whom you run for shelter as you continue your journey. Will you let Him be your hiding place? Lord, help. I'm hiding from the storm of my loss. I admit I've disconnected from reality by hiding with my pain. And then you fill in the next part. I filled mine in with anger. I need your help to face the truth and to repair the damage that's been done in my life and in the lives of others. Come to my aid, repair and restore my life. Remind me to run to your presence and your word in my journey through grief. Be my hiding place and help me journey on. Amen. So the next part is the questions. I'm sorry, I've got like an itch in my eye and my ear and I'm crazy. So then you're moving on to your questions. So, steps towards healing. Question 1. How do you hide from the storm of your loss? So, the answers that I put, anger at my family and at the world. A lot of my family got pregnant around the time I did, or right after my first miscarriage, so I had a lot of anger towards them. And then, I don't know if any of you ever felt this, but I know I sure did, that when it was freshest in that time of my life, when I had just went through my loss, I couldn't look at pregnant women. When I would look at them, I would just want to punch them. And I wasn't so much mad at them, but I was mad that they were having a baby and I wasn't. And I just had an urge to punch them. And now I'm not like that, but when I first experienced my loss, I was. And then the other things I put was eating my feelings so I don't yell at everyone. So I'm an emotional eater. Let's not lie. You've noticed I'm a chunky girl. So when I get in my feelings, I'm just like, okay, I need to go eat. I need to go and just shove some food in my mouth so that I'm not saying things I don't want to say. I don't hurt anybody's feelings. I've grown a lot from that point, but it's still something I do quite often. Number 2. Identify the emotional debris, uprooted expectations, or damaged relationships from your loss in need of repair. Write this in a prayer request to God. And this is what I wrote. This was my prayer request. God, I feel as I am not good enough for a child. My hopes were broken and my heart needs repaired, God. Please repair me. Just that. That's how I feel. Is that something I have done in my past makes me where I am not worthy enough to have a child. And my hopes were shattered. I've always thought of being a mom, and I feel as if that was taken from me. And that was something really, really hard to write down for me, to be very, truthful and honest, that I am feeling pretty broken. And this chapter, even though I have done this before, is really getting to me tonight, because I've done this chapter a couple months ago, but this past 2 weeks, this is something I'm really feeling is a lot of hurt and brokenness from not being able to have a baby. So this chapter is really getting to me. Number 3, picture God as your hiding place. Read Psalms 3. I'm getting together, and you guys are going to see all my mistakes because I'm not really putting editing into these videos. I'm just adding what chapter we're on and giving my intro. I don't want to edit it. I want you guys to see a real raw me right now. Read Psalms 32 and 8 aloud as if God were responding to you today. Describe below what that looks like and feels like. I think I have my Bible down here. Let me put a hold on this. And y'all are going to see my chunkiness when I turn around. Be nice in the comments. I do have my Bible down here. I have not been using my Bible as much as possible recently, so bless me, Lord. And I want to read this with you guys. Psalms 32 and 8. So I'm going to go there. Man, that was quick. I'm like already really close to it. I'm at Psalms 32 already. That was quick. 32 and 8. So I have the KJV and NIV side by side, so I'm going to read both of them. Okay, so I just want to make sure I have the right one. Psalms 32 and 8. As if, okay, the way it says to read it is, read Psalms 32 and 8 aloud as if God were responding to you today. Describe below what that looks and feels like. So I'm going to read KJV first, which is, I will instruct thee and teach thee in thy way, which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eye. So the NIV, which is the New International Version, is, I will instruct you and teach you in thy way, and you should go. I will console you with my loving eye on you. I don't know how that makes me feel right now. So what I wrote down was, God has a plan for me, and he will fulfill what he has said he will do. So I guess that's what that verse could mean. I'm not going to lie, right now I'm not understanding that verse. I do believe God has a plan and a will, and he will fulfill what God said that he will fulfill. That doesn't make my pain any less. So that's it for today. And thank you guys for watching. And I will be back after a short break to do devotion number 3. Remember, I'm doing all the devotions, like 12. I think there's 12 devotions. I'm recording them all tonight in separate videos to post them. And then after devotion number 12, I will do a devotion a day, because that is where I ended it, was devotion 12. So I'll be back, guys. Thanks for watching.